Lo, by Charles Hoyfort, Part 1, Chapter 9 in. But I am avoiding stories of traditional serpentine monsters of the sea. One reason is that collections of these stories are easily available. The astronomer has not lived who has ever collected and written a book upon data not sanctioned by the dogmas of his cult, but my slightly favorable opinion of biologists continues, and I note that a big book of sea serpent stories was written by Dr. Oudmans, director of the zoo at The Hague, Holland. When that book came out, a review of it in Nature was not far from abusive. Way back in the year 1848, conventionalists were outraged because of the source of one of these stories. For the account, by Captain Mook of the Her Majesty's ship Daedalus, of a huge, unknown creature, said by him to have been seen by him in the ocean, August 6, 1848, see The Zoologist, Volume 6. Someone else who bothered the conventionalists was the captain of the royal yacht, the Osborne, who, in an official report to the Admiralty, told of having seen a monster, not serpent-like, off the coast of Sicily, May 2, 1877. See the London Times, June 14, 1877, and Land and Water, September 8, 1877. The creature was turtle-like, visible part of the body about 50 feet long. There was an attempt to correlate this appearance with a submarine eruption, but I have found that this eruption, in the Gulf of Tunis, had occurred in February. The suggestion was that in the depths of the ocean may live monsters, which are occasionally cast to the surface by submarine disturbances. It is a convenience. Accept that unknown sea monsters exist, and how account for the relatively few observations upon things so conspicuous that they live in ocean depths, and come only occasionally to the surface. I have gone into the subject of deep-sea dredging, and, in museums, have looked at models of deep-sea creatures, but I have never heard of a living thing of considerable size that has been brought up from the profound ocean depths. William Beebe has never brought up anything of the kind. On his Arcturus adventure, anything that got away from him, and his hooks and his nets and his dredges, must have been small and slippery. It seems that anything with an exposure of wide surfaces could not withstand great pressure. However, this is only reasoning. Before the days of deep-sea dredging, scientists reasoned that nothing at all could live far down in the sea. Also, now most of them would argue that, because of the great difference between pressures, any living thing coming up from ocean depths would burst. Not necessarily so, according to Beebe. Some of the deep-sea creatures that he brought up were so unconventional as to live several hours, and to show no sign of disruption. So, like everybody else, I don't know what to think, but, rather uncommonly, I know that,